The soldering is done, and like I said, it's yellow, black, red from left to right. Yellow, black, red. It was a little bit difficult because these wires were stiff. They are stranded, but they're pretty stiff, small wires, and I was able to get it after a little bit of trial and error. I had to be very patient. It worked the first time, but slowly got there. And I routed the wires underneath the board, and they pop out, come underneath the board and underneath the battery also. You don't want it above these cross supports because the battery will put pressure on there and it'll probably cut through after it vibrates enough. Pops through here and comes up and plugs into the battery alarm. And you can see the minus terminal there and the black side of the connector, so that's correct. Next thing to do is plug in a battery, see what happens, see if this will be a good day or a bad day. If I smoke this quad, I'm not going to be a happy camper. So here we go. Alright, let's not plug in all the way. There we go. Alright, so cover that. We have two LEDs green, which means the first and the second cell are both charged. So the only thing to do now, put the cover back on and do a test run with each battery and see how much time it takes to run the battery down just hovering to trigger the first alarm. One thing I wanted to cover that I don't think I mentioned before was I'm wearing this really nice wristwatch when I'm making these videos. No, this is not a wristwatch. This is an anti-static strap. So when I walk across the room, if I build up any static charge, instead of zapping the quad, this strap, this metal connects to my skin when I'm wearing this, and the other end of this, it's got some stretchy coil in there, but the other end is an alligator clip that I clip onto a ground to my house water piping. So I always put this on before I start working on any sensitive electronics, and this quad, the i1, is full of sensitive electronics, so I would recommend you get one of those straps before you attempt to work on your i1. You'd hate to shock it with static and need a new control board. It is replaceable. There are instructions for it. It can be done, but why go through all that when you can buy an anti-static strap for under $2, I think it was, from China, and protect your equipment. I've test flown the new i1 configuration and with the Mobius, and a few things I noticed were quite different. Since the receiver here is so exposed, the LED is very bright on this receiver, and it's actually very visible. So it could be handy for orientation purposes. I did record the times. I'll have the new flight times, and when the battery alarm comes on right at the end of this video. And the battery alarm here in front was very, very easy to hear. When this thing's 100 yards away, it'll be easy to hear, I'm sure. So that's a big success. It was not in the way of the camera, so everything's good there. Otherwise, I'm very happy with this battery upgrade, and I'm looking forward to flying it outside.